When we talk about reimagining public safety, it's important to know where we are. Where has our current imagination led us? We begin with a simple idea.
Is the Minneapolis Police Department able to be reformed? We have asked many community members with different sets of deep and resonant experiences to weigh in on this question.
So when we're thinking about reform with our Minneapolis Police Department, I don't currently feel like there is the bandwidth, the capacity for reform at this point. I think that in future engagements and experiences and situations and all of that in the past, like there were opportunity for reform, but at this point, I think that the issues are so deep-rooted that it's time to completely deconstruct the entire Minneapolis Police Department.
I believe they can be reformed, but I do think there needs to be more training involved. I think there needs to be a different way of the system that it works, because right now it's so discombobulated. I don't think, it's just not safe right now.
No, I do not think that the Minneapolis Police can be reformed.
There is no question that policing can't stay the same.
I don't believe that the system can reform itself. The Minneapolis Police Department is not capable institutionally of reforming itself.
When we look at the history of the state of Minnesota, there has only been one officer who has been convicted for shooting a civilian, and that was a black man, Muhammad Noor. Even though the state of Minnesota is 85% white, most of the officers who shoot and kill people are white men, but again, not a single one has been held accountable criminally for shooting and killing a civilian.
There's no question about that. I think the question is, how do we transform policing? How do we make policing an extension of the community itself?
There's no time for giving extra chances. We've given enough, especially in my 37 years of living, we've given enough chances, enough funding, enough resources, enough opportunity and capacity that it's time to completely dismantle the entire structure and start over.
I actually have had a very bad encounter with the police when I was 12 years old. Yes, I do. I was in St. Paul. I was on the train station, and they told me that I was lying about my age because of how I looked. And they told me get in the police car. I felt really like, I didn't have a phone at this time, so I couldn't call my mother, so I felt kind of, overpowered. So I asked him, isn't there a way you can look me up in the school system, anything? I'm 12 years old, like what am I doing wrong? He told me I was in trouble because I lied about my age, and he took a picture of me. And I don't know if that was right or not.
Well, first of all, I think we have to be reformed. The police work for us. We believed them when they said that the guy they killed was a bad guy because he had a record, and that even though it happened at night, there were no witnesses. We believed them wholeheartedly. I did, and I was a council member. I believed them, and so we have to take responsibility that we deployed them in our community and did not put proper checks and balances, did not fight enough against the union grit that they won every time, and we lost our young people.
And so there's always the us against them, rather than the us working together, the all of us working together to deal with the issues of crime in our community. Without question, the police are responding to some calls that others would be better suited responding to.
Well, I mean, we've seen the attempts over the years, and I think one thing that was interesting is that in the wake of the Jamar Clark of the 4th Precinct occupation, there were people and counselors too, city councilors involved with that, who had a paranoid sense that their constituencies were literally being punished by the police, by the Minneapolis police force for dissenting, for disagreeing.
And so how do police and community, civilian and sworn officers really begin to respond, have a complete response together? I believe that is possible for the Minneapolis Police Department only because of the chief and the administration.
Time again, we haven't seen much change at all. And there's just a lot of systemic problems with it. I mean, when you think about it, just a stat was thrown out there that 8% of Minneapolis police actually reside in Minneapolis, and how are you going to have officers who don't live in the communities protect and serve them properly and don't know the environment? And it's, yeah, I mean, just things need to change, really.
When I first heard about abolishing the police, I was fearful too. Being a single woman, living in my own home, there was a part of me that didn't feel safe because we have community members who aren't the safest, and we have to really peel back that onion. Let's look at the layers. What caused community members to engage in reckless or risky activity? Let's really look at this holistically. And people are engaging in risky behaviors to get basic needs.
In the coming weeks, this episodic series will explore many of the ways we are reimagining public safety right now. We will have conversations about how we invest our dollars in modes of public safety. We will discuss how we can truly rid our communities of violence.
We will talk about laws that criminalize our survival. We can express the importance of having a secure home as part of safety. We can discuss public health as it relates to safety. We can imagine a whole new form of responsibility and accountability to each other. And we will ask how, if at all, does the Minneapolis Police Department and the people who make it up fit into the future of public safety in our city?